long awaited, and finally my first video is up. So long story short, I'm gonna show you how I got this beautiful pink, I call it strawberry shortcake look. I did faux freckles and I just did a really pink and red, very vibrant and innocent look today. So if you want to see how I got this, then keep watching.
Alright lovelies, now the first thing that we're going to do is start off by priming our face. I would usually use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but I ran out, so instead I'm using this 100% pure aloe vera gel. Once we get that smooth into our face, the next step that we want to do is moisturize our lip. Please excuse my voice, I am coming down with a little illness, but we're gonna work through it. I had a couple of dark marks that I wanted to cover, so I just went ahead and put concealer on top. Now, we're going to start by putting a base for our lids. Now, I use the LA Girl Pro.concealer in the color Pure Beige and the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Milk. I will then mix these two on my hand and then take a flat brush and apply that to the lid. It's random, there's no type of order to it, just make sure that the whole lid in some way is mostly covered. After we apply all the concealer to our lids, we are going to then take a beauty blender and blend it out, making sure that there's no creasing or there's no extra product. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go into this fluffy brush and we're going to use this nice color in the Huda Beauty palette called Shy. We're going to put that on the brow bone and blend it out. Now, I will not know the names of my brushes, but they will be in the description box below, so anything I do not mention, or if you're wondering about, please check the description box and you will find it. The next color we're going to take is this nice pretty pink called Flamingo, and we're going to do the exact same thing, building up the color. The next palette we're going to go into is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. We're going to go into this nice neutral orange called Real Gar, if I'm pronouncing it right, and we're going to start blending that into the crease with a tapered brush. The next color we're going to use is back into the Huda Beauty palette called Henna, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go into this beautiful red called Man Eater, and we're going to apply that on top of the Rogar and Henna. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette and go into the color Love Letter and just darken up the crease a little. The last thing that we want to do is put the color Red Orchard in there just to make sure the color is vibrant and it pops. For the fun part, we're going to take a nice tampered and compact brush, if I said it right, and we're going to go into the color Man-Eater, and we're just going to draw a line, making sure that we darken the crease. So when we cut the crease out, the color will be significantly darker than the concealer. Now we're going to go over everything with a blending brush and just make sure there's no harsh lines or creasing, and then we will get into the crease. I'm going to take that LA Girl Pro.concealer that I had used before, and I'm just going to outline my crease. Now, if you have trouble with your crease, I suggest that you lift your eyebrows like I am doing, and then the skin on your eye will lay down flat against your crease bone or your eye socket, and it will make it easier for you to draw that line and figure out where it's at, and it'll give a little room for error. You can easily go over it with one of your blending brushes and just fix it. If you use too much product, you can just go ahead and get your beauty blender and just remove some of it. As you see, I'm just going back over where some of the concealer may have moved, and I'm just darkening up the crease again, and it looks good as new. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go into the color Flamingo, and we're going to apply that all over the lid. After that, we're going to go into the color Man-Eater and just darken up the outer crease a little bit. You don't want to make it significantly darker, but you just want to do a little ombre. We're going to go into this vibrant holographic glitter called Angelic, and we're going to apply that all over the lid, or more or less 3/4 of the way. To go into this color Fling from the Huda Beauty palette, and we're going to cover the end of the lid, making sure that where we put that original red, that Man-Eater, we're just going to cover it and blend it out so it looks seamless. Onto the liner. Now, I start off by going out and then back in, and then making that wing. The advantage of doing this is that your wing will be sharp and you can judge where it's going to end. Once I've done that and I created the wing itself, then I will go over and I will start lining my actual eye. I prefer a liquid liner, but you can also use gel or pencil. I just find that the liquid liner is a little bit darker, but if you're new at doing wings, then don't worry about liquid and try and use a gel or a pencil. Once that is done, we are going to move on to lashes. Now, I will put these lashes in the description box below, but I got a pack of 40 from Amazon for probably $10, and I did that little viral hack, which if you want to see, I will make another video. Just comment it down below, and it turned these horrific lashes into these beautiful wispy lashes that I wear almost daily. I am terrible at applying lashes, as you can see, but I use a clear lash glue, so if there is a mistake or error, you will not see it as much as if I were to use a black glue. I find where I want it placed, I will then go and press it down and then lift the lashes themselves, so instead of them going straight out, there will be some volume to them. After that, I will blend my actual lashes with the falsies to create them as one, or the appearance that they are one. For foundation, I skipped out on the application, but I did use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW43, and then I will go into my bareMinerals Blemish Remedy powder, and I will use the Bentonite banana powder, and then I will set my whole entire face using the Bentonite banana powder underneath my eyes to highlight, and in the crease section of my mouth, chin, forehead, and nose. And then after I have applied that everywhere, I will then go and set the rest of my face with the bareMinerals Blemish Remedy powder in the color Clearly Amber 10. Now once I have set it everywhere, I will then go and remove the powder. I do not like keeping on the setting powder for too long because I feel that the look is more cakey. So when I'm done setting my whole face, I will then just remove it. Then I would go into an angled brush, and I would go into this palette that my mother gave me years ago, and it is a Sephora Brown Smoky Eye, and they have this nice brown color, and it's called Contour, and I just mix that with the bareMinerals Blemish Remedy powder, and I will use that as my contour. It works perfectly fine. I've never been someone who goes out and spend extra money when I can just use what I have, and as you see, it looks nice. It looks like I haven't eaten in 30 days, and it blends out perfectly. After that, I will then go and contour my nose, making sure that I contour underneath and on the sides. And then I will go into the crease of my nose where the cartilage starts, sort of kind of right there. And that will give the illusion that it is lifted, so it looks pointed up. For blush, I will go into my Huda Beauty palette in the color Henna, Flamingo, and Man Eater with a fan brush and just apply it. It just makes my face look really flush and very K-pop inspired. I will go into the Smoky Eye by Sephora, and I will go into this nice beautiful gold and highlight my face. I prefer using a gold highlight because I feel like it matches my undertone, which is a yellow, and it just makes me look more bronzy and goddess-like. Now for faux freckles. I went ahead and I used a spoolie and I used tweezers. Usually I have a sponge, but I couldn't find it. And I used those two to give different sizes to the freckles themselves. I went into the different browns in my palette. I used henna, I used cocoa, I used the contour color that I used for my contour, and I just applied that over the blush that I had put down. Once I did that and I found the look that I was going for, I just went ahead and used the brush to go on top to blend it out and make it look more seamless. After that, I'm just going to set my face with the Bent Nye Final Seal. I believe that's what it's called. It'll be in the description box below if I mess up the name. And I'm just going to spray that all over my face. And once I spray that, I let it dry for a second. And I go ahead and start lining my lip. Now, I line my lips with the MAC lip liner and cork, and I just did a really deep, full lip, so I just overlined my Cupid's bow just to make it look like a duck lip in a way. I think that's what it's called. And I just blended that out. I will go into my Tart lip paint in the color Front Row, and I will apply that on top of the brown. I will use the MAC Retro MAC lip color back in Vogue. Then I will take my index finger and just blend that out. And once I have the lips done, that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know my voice sounds horrendous, voiceover horrendous, but it is my first video. We will grow together. And this is a little snippet from Snapchat to show you real life. So, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, share, everything else. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Love you guys. Bye.